Welcome to CoreX. CoreX is a new suspension bodyweight trainer that's been designed to work your muscles, not your joints. In this segment we're going to go through the setup, the anatomy of CoreX and how to get the most out of your CoreX. Moving to anatomy, CoreX has been designed to be set up in the house and also at gyms. Over here we have the setup strap. Here we have the integrated door anchor. We have a locking carabiner that can adjust all throughout the various nodes on the strap to make the strap longer or shorter. We have now the revolutionary biomechanically designed CoreX head. This head is wider than competitive products to make life easier on your rotator cuffs and other joints. We want to make sure that CoreX works your muscles, not your joints. One of the great things too about this head is we've been able to design a limited and full rotational movements. Simply by undoing the Velcro and wrapping it around, we can lock this in place but still provide some adjustment. Strapping is a piece of cake. All you do is wrap it down and wrap it around. Moving down the CoreX, we have a securing tab that keeps the straps out of your way when you work. You don't actually have to use the securing strap, you can run it without it. It's really up to you. A little bit further down we have these great cam buckles. These are extraordinarily strong, have been tested time in, time out, and very easy to adjust. To adjust, you simply press the button and pull it down. To put it back up, you simply press the button and pull it back up again. As a word of safety, every time you use your CoreX, just test it to make sure everything's a-okay. Down here we have the CoreX spin-free handles. These are our own design. They've been designed to spin, which makes life a lot easier on your wrists and elbows. This doesn't actually happen with a lot of competitive products. The handles itself is made out of very strong compressed nylon. It's been ergonomically designed to spin easier, and very strong durable rubber, dual molded. This is quite rare for this kind of trainer. And finally we have the foot cradles, which have been made out of strong rubber to ensure a comfortable and durable fit. So turning to the locking mechanism, when do you keep it locked and when do you unlock it and enable full rotation? Generally we run it full rotation all the time except when we're using the foot cradles. It's much easier locking it in place when you put your feet in. And once again, it's very, very simple to lock in place. Simply unbundle, wrap it around, put it together, off you go. The CoreX has been designed to mount the doors in seconds using this integrated door anchor. Before anchoring to the door, there are a couple of points to realise and to note. One, it's best that the door is secure enough that it will support the CoreX. Best to use doors that are solid rather than hollow. Second point, it's good to have a door that swings towards you, so when you're using the CoreX and pulling it, the door's going to close for you. The next point to remember is, and it's best to do, is to have a door that actually locks. It's much safer that way. You don't want any interrupted occurrences. And the final point, best to anchor close to door hinges where it's much more secure. As an example how to mount the CoreX, it's very, very easy. All you have to do is put it over the door, pull the door closed, and you're good to go. The final tip is when using the CoreX against the door, just ensure that the locking mechanism is closed. This will help protect the door from damage. CoreX has been designed to be mounted practically anywhere. It can be on trees, poles, outdoor children's playground equipment, and in this case a CrossFit cage. You can mount CoreX using a carabiner outside or without a carabiner. First of all, we'll use it without a carabiner. We made a very, very wide head. And all you have to do is loop it over and thread your CoreX through. Like so. And we're good to go. To mount the carabiner, there are a couple of advantages. First of all, you can thread the head strap around, thereby shortening it or increasing length. And secondly, there's various adjustment modes here to make setup even easier. All you need to do is wrap it around something, open up the carabiner at the desired node height, clip it in, and you're ready to go. And for additional safety, you can even lock it. The ultimate height for CoreX usage is when the head is about 1.8 meters or 6 feet off the ground. To use your CoreX in a single handle mode, simply put left through here, right through here, and pull. Now you're ready to work out with one arm. It's also a good idea to ensure that the CoreX locking strap is not locked. Now I'm going to hand over to Matt Davidson, who's a certified personal trainer who specialises in CrossFit at Around the Clock Fitness in Fort Myers, Florida. Matt's going to take us through a couple of routines on how to get your feet into the foot cradle, as followed by a couple of tips on how to get the most out of your CoreX.
We use two different routines to get our feet in the CoreX. First one will be on our backs. A second way to do it would be to be on your hands and knees. And to put your feet into the stirrup from behind.
For ease, it's normally easier when putting feet into foot cradles to ensure that the locking mechanism is locked. Matt's now going to go through how to increase or decrease workout intensity with CoreX.
More easy level of intensity for back exercises. We'll start with a high row. Next level, more moderate intensity level. We'll come down a little steeper angle. And to really make things difficult, we can go with a single foot, which is going to really activate the core and really challenge the stabilizers. When doing planks with the CoreX, to increase the difficulty, we will go from the elbow position up to the push-up position on our hands. Doing so will stimulate more stabilizer muscles, and you'll have to use a lot more core doing so. So from the elbows up to the hands.
That concludes setup and training tips, and remember with CoreX, stay safe and get ripped.